So we've still got quite a lot left from our kit. We've got various ephemera, and we've still got a nice lot of paper left, of all different types, greens, browns, checks, some with sort of like almost like a damask pattern on. A nice lot of scraps still left to use. I've used part of the packaging, it's like grey board that comes in some packages have it as a backing and then just brown paper as a front and like a stiffened envelope, or sometimes I'll put it into bubble wrapped envelopes so that it stops them being bent in two by the postman, because they have a habit of, if you're not in, bending things into two to ram them through the letterbox. And sometimes if you've got delicate things like chipboard, you don't want that to happen, so I'll put a sheet in to stop it from bending. So I cut a tag from that, and then I've covered it on both sides and put hole reinforcers. I've just sanded the edges, which then gives this nice white worn edge to it. And I've done both sides. You could then ink it with brown if you wanted. I thought I'd just leave it as it is. I can always ink it up later. So I'll move some of the excess bits out of the way. I don't need those. I've sort of got a plan on what I'm going to use. So the pieces that I'm not going to use, I'm going to pop back in this envelope. I like that. I like that. This is one of the lacy flowers. I might use that. The bottles I don't think I'll use in this project. Those are quite nice ones, got a nice saying on it. May use a flower, may use those. Don't think I'll use the frame, I've got another idea for that. And then there's more bits over here. The eyeglasses are quite nice, but I don't think I'm going to use them. So I'll pop all those away and just leave out the ones that I'm considering using. And we'll probably have enough to do yet one more tag. Let's see. I like this. It's a feather, a quill pen. I thought that looked quite nice, like that. This word love, I like that across the bottom. I think I want to use this, which I think possibly will go there. Let's make sure our pen's visible. Don't mind if it goes a little bit behind, but I do want it visible. I think it's too small. I think I like that. Yeah, I think we'll have that in the middle. These flowers always come with a stem on. Sometimes I snip them off, or sometimes I just wind them round like that, then pull them out a little bit so you get a little bit of a squiggle. I think I'll take that one off, it's going to be a bit annoying. I can always use it later. There. No, I don't think that fits. I've got our text stamp, which I thought I would use down one side. You can always cut things in two if you want. This says everything beautiful has its moment, and I did like that along with the flowers. If I put that fairly well up, that would show quite well, and it would give a background to that. But I like this book as well, so that could go underneath there, give more of a background. I don't think I need that. So then I've just got these two. I think that's too white. I like this one. I do actually think it might be too much. I think I'll leave it off. I'll put it on the next project. So that's, I think that's more or less where I want to be. But I think these elements are just too light, so I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to them. Just with a makeup sponge. Just make it a little bit more vintagey looking. These I'll separate out. Go get some scrap card. I'll put it onto some scrap paper and just add a bit of colour to those as well. Yes, that's better. Fits with the colour scheme a lot better. You can colour things like this two different ways. It does depend on if it's man-made fibres or cotton. Some things take colour better than others. Cheesecloth takes colour very, very well, but these type of thing doesn't always if you use water with it. So I tend to use it just like that. I'm just sponging it on. But as I say, you can do it like the cheesecloth and put ink on your mat, spritz it with water and then dip them in. Yeah, that fits better with the colour scheme. So I'm just going to pop those out for a moment. And that. And I'm going to do some text down this side. This is a little indigo blue stamp which was in their first mixed media box, which was really, really nice, their first mixed media box. Haven't got the second one, but I do believe it's very nice the same. I could have put this on an acrylic block, but I'm not bothered. And I think I'm just going to put a little bit up there as well. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Do I want to ink the edges? I think I quite like them white. So now we'll just glue everything on. So I'll start with this one, which we're going to have here. What I will do is just ink the corners that will show from the other side so they aren't quite as white. If I have that sort of like that, this corner will show, so if it's inked up it doesn't matter. There we are, that's that one. And again, this corner may show, so we'll ink it up. Then from the back it doesn't matter if it shows. There we are. Just want it a little bit over the edge. Just breaks the edge of the tag up and then it isn't quite as sort of regimented. Now we'll just place this and see where we want it before we put our flowers on. Our flower will go there. And then love at the bottom there. Yeah. I'll stick this on because I think I'll be able to place my flower better if this is already on. Yep. And then, do I want the quill raised up? No, I don't think I do. It'll be very difficult to get double-sided foam tape down there. That's it. There we are, and then that looks as if it's been writing this little bit of stamping there. That's that. Now I think we'll go for gel medium again, just to be absolutely certain that it's going to stick. So and we'll just crisscross the petals. This lacy flower, I've taken it apart. It was initially all together with some stamens in the middle and a back section which has leaves and a bulkier flower. But I took it apart because I can then use it in more places and get more out of it. But they do look absolutely lovely just as they are. There we are. So that's another project from the shadowbox kit. I'll just see if I've got some twine I can just pop on. Must admit I do like twine at the top of the tags, but you could use all sorts of things. Got a knot in there. Cut that off, I don't like that. At the end of the string, the twine, I always tie a knot. Just really close to the end. Pull it tight and then fray this little bit. Just makes it look a little bit more finished off, and it's less likely that your twine is going to fray and carry on fraying further up, and it makes it look like it's got a little tassel, which is quite nice. And I just do through the hole. I'll go through, pull the loop through, those two ends through the loop, and there we are. And that's our tag finished.